Welcome back, our dear viewer. The Suez Canal Economic Zone announced the first successful fueling of a container ship in the West Port port in a statement on Sunday. The Suez Canal Economic Zone announced that the East Port Said ranked 10th in the 2022 Container Port Performance Index. This is a jump from its previous ranking in the 13th place in the year 2021. To shed more light on that, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Khaled Youssef, Vice Dean, Faculty of Navigation, Science and Space Technology. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
Sir, how do you see the importance of choosing Port Said Port as one of the best ports in the year 2022?
Yeah, actually, the ports in general, we have in Egypt several ports over the Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, over the Suez Canal. All of these ports are a real port of logistics and control of logistics across the world.
Yeah.
So to have a rank on our ports means that we are in a good position to serve the channels and the logistics and the queues of management across the services of the ships being served by these ports in a good way within SLA according to standards. And this is normally the way that we the world index the ports.
Yes.
So if you are a logistic company and you want to manage your channels, then the selection of the port is one of the indices is one of the important parameters that you depend on to forward the logistics to these ports.
Yes. Doctor, what are the bases for selecting the best performing ports?
Sorry?
What are the bases for selecting the best performing ports?
Sorry, I don't hear well the question.
The basis here for selecting the best performing,
yeah.
yes.
The basis is first of all the time consumed on serving the requests and of the logistics companies.
Yeah.
The time is spent to manage and navigate through the port with the ships going in and out.
Yeah.
The professionality of the way and the mechanisms and the algorithms used by the ports to manage such requests. So there are several aspects. Part of it is tool-based, but part of it is time and management-based. Part of it is a human factor and professionality-based. So there are standards that govern this, and if you are compliant with these standards, then you are in a good position to have a good rank on these indices.
Sir, what are the most important services provided by the Port Said port?
The main service, because you know the port is mainly multidisciplinary, has a multidisciplinary aspects. So the first part is a part related to the navigation part, how to manage the ships on the platforms. So the management means giving the signals to the order of queuing the ships and who is going to be served now. You have tools like cranes that could manage how to offload and unload the ships based on that. So you have commercial routes around the world.
Yes.
And you need to have a position on these routes. So to have a position means you have a tools and equipment.
Yes.
So Port Said Port is going to be is well equipped with this. Also, the part of the administration. So you have like 3 or 4 conceptual technologies that you need to be to have a part of it on your platform to make sure that you are well responding to these control schemes.
Yes.
So Port-Said port in general, and we have also several ports in Egypt, like Sokhna port, and we have several ports
Yes.
that is governing this part and mastering this part. Also, we have a strategy for having a logistics area around these ports in the Suez Canal that
Yes.
is going to be a part of our vision or strategy to also give some land services on top of these port services.
Yes.
So you have like a maintenance centers for ships. You have like a part of warehousing and services for these ships. So you can provide a lot of services behind the services of the ports itself, which is the navigation and the control
Yes.
of the ships and the offloading and unloading of the ships.
Yeah.
Also have a technology for tracking of containers to give some good services like first in, first served services, like, for example, how to manage the containers and
Yes.
track the containers during the transfer and the transportation from a point to another. So all of such cases and technologies and professional way give this type of position.
Indeed. Finally, sir, how does the strategic location of Port-Said port contribute to the distinction of the port?
Port-Said port is a port on the Mediterranean Sea. You need, because you know the strategic position of Egypt itself across the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
You have ports on the Mediterranean Sea like Suez port, and you have also ports on the Red Sea. So strategically, this area is serving all of the routes, commercial routes coming from the north and from the west. One of the key strategic position of Port-Said port is the location on the Mediterranean Sea, on a position that serves a big percentage of the commercial trades and routes across the part of the western and northern areas.
Yeah.
Also, its position from the Suez Canal. So its position as an internal logistics center. Its position is going to be also in Egypt in terms of the good position of the Port-Said city. You
Yes.
have also the Damietta port, which is not so far from Port-Said port. So all of these aspects give some distinction to Port-Said port.
Indeed, Dr. Khaled Youssef, Vice Dean, Faculty of Navigation, Science and Space Technology. Thank you so much for your precious input. And our dear viewers, that would bring us to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show, where we have been talking about the Egyptian-Sierra Leonean relations, as well as the performance of the Port-Said port and the Suez Canal economic zone. Till tomorrow is another cruise. Goodbye and have a lovely day.